Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna make this very, very quick here. Get ready to drive off and go for my morning run. But I got to talking to this young lady on Sunday. Real cool chick, beautiful, successful, and she made me think. And the love on the chick makes me think. I mean, I'm a meathead, I know, but there's something that goes on up here. But anyway, um, but we were talking about the division amongst men and women, but mainly black men and black women. And I've always known that my entire life, or especially over the past 10 to 15 years. It's never been this much division amongst us since now, but it's there. And a lot of it has to do with a lot of the magazine articles you read, stuff online, stuff you see on TV. And one thing I was always taught by my parents was that you have to be a united front no matter what. You might not agree with, or you might not agree with your teammate that day, but you have to be a united front. You know, and it's okay to pull your teammate off to the side and say, hey, blah blah blah. I didn't like the way you handled this. Why don't you try it this way this time? And because you have a really good teammate, that teammate would say, okay, I understand what you're saying, but that's neither here nor there. But we were talking about how we, as people, get grouped in to what other people in society do. Like me, a lot of cases, or my friends too, a lot of cases, no matter what we do, we'll get grouped in with, you know, we'll get grouped in with the folks who are going to jail, constantly getting in trouble, arrested, or grouped in with what you see on TV on these videos, hey man, you know, hey man, I'm this baller, I'm out spending money, I'm out slapping women, doing drugs or whatever. But anyway, and then the women, black women, a lot of women get grouped into that whole, what's the website, World Star and all the other crap where, all you see is black women on there fighting and acting ratchet and, throwing chairs and just being angry. And that's not the case with everybody. That's just not the case with everybody. Like, I'm not an angry black man. My friends aren't angry black men. You know, we're not walking around here fighting every 2 seconds and all this stuff, and we hate being grouped in with that. And I have a young lady I was speaking to. She's not an angry black woman. A lot of the lady friends that I know aren't angry black women, but we all have our thoughts and stuff about, one another. But the thing about it is, it's a lot of division amongst us. And society creates that division because I think somewhere along the way we forgot how to be a team. Like if you look at, I hate talking about race. I fucking hate talking about race. I hate it. It's bullshit. It divides us. But if you look at other races around the world, everybody has their issues. Don't get it twisted. Nobody's perfect. But you look at them and you say, is, Jane and Bob or something or whatever, and they get together. They say, okay, they get together right out of college. They say, okay, we're gonna have kids. We're gonna be a united front. We're gonna do this, blah 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 blah, and you see the prototypical marriage. They have their issues, blah blah blah, whatever. But at the same time, in most cases they're united front. They work together. Whereas, us as far as black folks, okay, you have a successful black lady that gets out of college, and because of society, her mindset is a little different now. So she's typecast as being angry and intimidating, meaning that, hey, I got a degree, I got a good job, I'm looking for a man, I have some standards, which is nothing wrong with that. Don't build them too high, that nobody can meet them, but that's neither here nor there either. But she has standards, she wants to do something with her life, and she gets kind of typecast. No matter what she does, she gets kind of typecast in with this angry black woman crowd, where it's just like, it's basically no matter what she does, she's grouped in with, the women that you see fighting on TV. What's that reality crap that y'all watch? But anyway, but they get grouped in like that, because it's all they see. And same thing with black men. You get a black guy out of college, moderately successful, good paying job. They get grouped in with what you see where rappers, the lifestyle of rappers, doing drugs, fighting every day, million and one girlfriends. And society kind of puts that in our head and puts that in everybody else's head, where it's kind of like Is this how it really is when it's really not? You know, it's really not. Like, none of my friends are that way. Yeah, some acquaintances that might be that way, but I mean, and I use the word acquaintance loosely. You know, I don't deal with people like that. You know, I was taught, yeah, get far, far away from them. I learned that as a teenager, but you know, there. So we got to talking more so about the division and how it's going to take a generation to basically reset the whole thing. Like, you know, just reset everything. Just kind of get it back to normal. Like, you know, learning how to work together again as a unit. You know, and that's kind of the basis of what I was talking about with it. It's like, you know, you can't, like, when you go into a relationship with a girl and you guys have been together for a little while, you can't carry over other things that some other dude or some other moron did to you, you know, back in the day. You know, you can't carry that over into relationships. Same thing with men, because I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. Like, I'm guilty of um carrying over what other chicks have done to me, you know, said to me in the past or whatever. I'm guilty of pushing that off on other girls where I'm like, nah, she's exactly the same as this other chick when it might not be the same. So I'm kind of saying this to say that, you know, we need to work together more so, you know, in relationships and just life, you know. There doesn't need to be a division anymore, you know. You know, every black man is not an angry black man, you know, out here trying to get a million hoes, out here trying to get 12 million, you know, out here, whatever. You know, every black girl is not an angry black, you know, every black woman, I mean, not black girl, every black woman is not an angry black woman, meaning, you know, they're not jumping across tables, smashing each other with bottles and all this other crap. But it was an interesting, you know, it was an interesting conversation. You know, it's an interesting concept because, I mean, again, we're divided right now. You know, society has straight up divided us. But it's the first little rant. You know, I'm gonna finish this off later on or whatever. But I just thought I would kind of throw that out there, get you guys thinking a little bit. I'm about to go run in a minute.